Hello friends, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. Today we are going to do something different and we are going to take a look at the external applications that I am using during my flights, and maybe you like them and you want to use it for yourself as well, so this is just to give you an idea. There is one I really want to focus on, which is Simtoolkit Pro, and the other one is the passenger simulation, which I will also share with you guys during this flight. So, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? First things first, let's jump into the cockpit, and I will now power the aircraft. Battery to on. Avionics to dispatch, get rid of the yoke. Position initialization. Copy the coordinates. Now, remember from the CJ4 working title mod videos, there is a route menu that you can recall a flight plan that you created in SimBrief, and that's what I'm doing right now. So let's select these waypoints, execute, and our flight plan is in place. Performance initialization, we will fill this out here in a second, but let's just start the engines first. I'm using my throttle quadrant. Let's turn on the beacon as we are starting the engines. Engine right is turned on and starter is turned on. Now we are going to hit the run button shortly when it reaches 20%, or close to 20% is also fine, because I'm trying to speed things up just a little bit. So now right engine is starting. Throttle is at idle. It wasn't that idle, I know, when we started to record the video, so let's just add some lights to the panel and maybe also some floodlights from above, just to have some more lighting. So engine 1, I think we can now start engine 2. Starter is turned on. I'm using my throttle quadrant and its buttons to start the engines. So that's why you don't see me clicking those buttons over there. Let me acknowledge the warnings. Keeps bugging me about it. 18%. Hit the run button. And now, not requesting pushback. You have to. Okay, stop.
Vancouver ground, Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha, requesting the end of pushback.
Avionics to on. Let's turn on the AC and let's turn on the heat a little bit. It's cold in Canada today. We are at Vancouver, by the way. I don't know if I told you about the destination and departure and destination. We are at Vancouver and we are going to Portland, Kilo Papa Delta X-ray. So that's our plan for today's flight. That's going to be a 50-minute flight, I believe. So now both engines are running and we should be in a good shape. Flight director can come on and we will deal with the rest later on. So now let's take a look to these add-ons that I was talking about. Actually, there is one that we will discuss for now, but let's just move here. There you go. Now you have a window that shows 4 different screens. So the upper left one is Simtoolkit Pro, and what it does is it has a lot of options. It has a live map, flight planning, logbook. You can put your fleet together and use them and log the flights. You can schedule the flights, but I'm going to show you 2 things because this is really not going to cut it to go through everything in this program in this video. It's going to be very long video if I do that. So if you are interested about learning more about Simtoolkit Pro, just let me know in the comments and I can record a tutorial just for Simtoolkit Pro. Flight planning, you can create new one. You can search for a real airline route, but today what we are going to do is load latest from SimBrief. So now it brought our flight plan from Vancouver to Portland. Okay, I don't need to search the aircraft. It's all should be already there. Let me double check one thing real quick. Yes. Okay. Everything looks good. So now the other one you see here is ready for boarding. It's the passengers that are waiting for us to open the doors. That's the passenger simulation add-on. So with Simtoolkit Pro, you can also profile for VATSIM or export the flight plan, but we are not worried about those. The second tab is the tools and data, which gives you the weather information and runways and the frequencies for the airport you selected, which is Vancouver. So we are going to use this when we are calculating our performance. Okay. I think this is going to be just a quick overview of Simtoolkit Pro, as I said, but this is what I regularly use during my flights. So let's jump to the self-loading cargo, and you see self-loading cargo over here at the bottom right side of the screen, and the door page is flashing. Let's say ready for boarding.
Hi, cabin crew, we're ready to get going now, so as soon as you're ready, you can open the doors and start letting the passengers on board. Thank you.
So self-loading cargo is a very detailed add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator that simulates passengers. So now they are opening the doors, and as you see, now passengers are boarding the airplane.
We are pretty much ready to go up here. We've got the load sheets on board, so once everyone's on board, please feel free to close the doors.
So we can turn the passenger manifest on, and I can put that on screen as well here in a second. And let's see here. I'm trying to get the passenger. Okay, now we can tell them to arm the doors.
Please arm doors, thank you.
And now the passengers are on board. I am about to okay, I was doing something else. I'm about to turn on the seatbelt signs. So let's get the passenger manifest here so you can see it over here. The passenger information on the right hand side. So now the passenger safety briefing is going on. I will turn on the belt signs so that announcement was coming from the working title mod, not the self-loading cargo.
Vancouver ground, Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha IFR to Portland, ready to copy. Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha is cleared to Portland Airport as well. Takeoff runway 8 right climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Departure frequency is 132.3 squawk 6414.
Okay, we are asking for our clearance.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha, cleared to
6414
Portland Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 8
TARA.
maintain 5,000 feet. Departure on 1 tree 2 decimal tree squawk 6414.
Okay, 5,000 feet for the initial climb.
Alpha readback is correct. Contact ground on 127.15 when ready to taxi.
Okay. Now that can go away. Flight director is on. Nav mode can come on. Vertical speed. We will climb at probably 1500 for starters. Let's set the altimeter. Altimeter is set. Now let's take a look at the takeoff performance and see if... Okay. Performance initialization. We have 6 passengers on board. Let's put it there. We have 500 kilograms of cargo. And I think I left this at metric units and forgot to change it. According to Simtoolkit Pro, the winds at Vancouver is coming from 80 at 16 knots. So let's put it in to the wind information here. Outside air temperature is 5 degrees Celsius and the QNH is 1007, which is already in there. Runway is wet. It's raining outside, as you see. Next page, takeoff weight, flaps are 15, anti-ice will be probably on during takeoff. And our V-speeds are here. Let's send them. You are hearing the boarding music at the background. Okay. So departure and arrival. Departure is 08 right, and it doesn't have any seats, so direct departure. And arrival, we will worry about that when we get close to our destination airport. Right now, we are pretty much ready to taxi. Let's ask for our taxi clearance.
Vancouver ground Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha with Yankee ready to taxi IFR.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha taxi to and hold short of runway 8 right by a taxiway Charlie cross runway 13 Charlie. Contact tower on 119.55 when ready.
Okay, let's acknowledge this and I will talk about something I discovered here. It's taxiway Charlie. Remember that one. It's saying taxiway Charlie. So let's jump into Simtoolkit Pro and go to the live map. So this is where we are. Now, here in a second, it should load the taxiways of Vancouver. Just give it some time. It takes some time to load. It should display the taxiways shortly. There we go. So now, as you see, it said taxi to Charlie, which is this taxiway, and cross 13. 13 is this guy over here, and Charlie is not crossing it. It is Lima. So the taxi information is completely wrong. So we are over here, right there. Now we are going to go to ground services. We are going to request our pushback.
Vancouver ground Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie
And let
Alpha
me...
requesting pushback.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha.
We can go out for a second. Let's just take a look at outside. So I think it's better if we push our tail to the right. So that's what I'm going to ask for after we start to move. So now I think we can release the parking brake and this guy can push us out of here. So we are going. Let's turn on the seatbelt signs in self-loading cargo.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff, please.
Not seats for takeoff. We are just turning on the seatbelt sign because we are getting ready to taxi. That is not right. Self-loading cargo. So the next version will fix these problems. Believe me, it is going to be better than this. But as of now, it is great. It's fine. I like using this passenger simulation add-on. Let's steer us to the right.
Vancouver ground, Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
Okay, let's see here.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha, your request.
Okay, looks like we turn the aircraft on time. Now all we need to do is wait for that yellow taxi line to come in front of us and then stop the taxi. And I'm also monitoring the position of our aircraft here. And checking outside. Nothing's around us, and that's the yellow taxiway. We are almost there. There we go.
Vancouver ground, Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha requesting the end of pushback.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha request to end pushback received.
Okay, thank you. Taxi lights on, nail lights are on, and let's roll. Let's do a quick flight controls check. All is good. Now I'm going to zoom out from this map view just a tiny bit, and I will switch to the normal view. And you can also monitor the taxi process or progress from from Navigraph as well. I'm gonna keep you guys on that screen until we are ready to take off, and I will move to full screen when we are taking off. So let's get going. Let's make that right. Catch that taxiway. So there we go. Now we are going to take this right turn from here. And this is our taxiway, guys.
1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha, hold position, caution, other traffic.
There is no other traffic. Look at this. This is the taxiway.
1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha, continue taxi.
Okay, now the AI Copilot can take care of the communications. I'm not going to deal with the ATC right now, but this grass is our taxiway. And I think this is something wrong about AutoGen causing these problems. This is one of the main airports, like maybe not handcrafted, but this is like Vancouver International. How can this can be possible? How come this can be possible? So we are going to cross that runway, therefore I'm going to turn on the strobe and landing lights for awareness. Take a look at the left, no one is on final. Right is also looking clean, except that guy is far away, so we will be on the other side of the runway. Okay, and turn this off now, because we made it to the other side of the runway. And what's left behind is to get to the holding short point of 08 right and take off for our destination. While we are taxiing, let's do this. Let's just move to the center just a tiny bit and bring the flaps down one notch to 15 degrees. So that's going to be our takeoff flaps. And if you guys are interested in learning how I did these camera views, I can show you how. You cannot get this by adjusting the controller settings, because this is like single key press, and I'm able to move to the wing views. Oops, wrong way. And I'm able to move to the window views. Very handy. Okay, that's our turn here. There we go. Almost missed the turn. Almost. What is this? Yeah, turning comfort, I know. I'm sorry. passengers. Nothing was intentional. I was trying to show some nice camera views. So let's get there and hold short here. And hopefully the co-pilot will take care of the takeoff clearance. If not, I will ask for it. Tower. Takeoff.
Vancouver Tower, Air Canada 1350 Alpha, Charlie Alpha at runway 8 right, ready for takeoff IFR to Portland.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha, cleared for takeoff runway 8 right.
Okay. We are cleared for takeoff. I think we can now
Cleared for takeoff
go to the
runway 8 right, Air Canada
normal
1350
view.
Alpha Charlie Alpha.
Sorry about that, I pressed the wrong button, but now we are good. You should see what I'm seeing, and this will be the screen that we are looking for the rest. So let's line up with the runway. Very bumpy taxiways and runways in Vancouver. Microsoft needs to fix this as soon as possible. Okay, we are lining up. We already have the takeoff clearance. The flaps are set. Everything looks good. Flight director is on. And there we go. Let's not make the passengers upset and do a good takeoff run. So I'm going to move up to here. Maybe not. Okay. And one thing I forgot is turn on the pedo heats, anti-ice, and there we go. Forward pressure on the stick. Let's just bring that up.
100.
100 checked. And rotate. We already passed the rotate speed, but it's okay. Okay, positive rate. Gear is coming up. Pull the throttle back. Okay, gear is up. Flaps can come up too. We are up in the air.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha, contact Vancouver departure on 132.0.
Okay, so now the yaw damper and autopilot can come on, and we can leave it to the autopilot, and we can do half bank so not to upset the passengers. Oops, slow down. You don't want to pass 250. Yep. We are going to increase the climb speed slowly. Very bumpy ride, guys. Very bumpy ride in Vancouver. Oh my god. But okay, we are climbing. That is the important thing. We are up in the air. Look at that. We are jumping around like crazy. Yep. Is it from the half bank? I don't know. Severe turbulence. I cannot do anything about that. Passengers, I am sorry. All I can do is I can try to climb up a little bit faster to get out of the turbulence, which I will do just now, and see if that helps with the turbulence. Yep, I know, but, well, we'll see, guys. I can't do anything about the turbulence. I'm sorry if you are not satisfied. You have to hang in there, follow just a little bit more. Yep, it's because of the wind. Okay, 11,000 feet. There you go.
Climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Air
Ah,
350 Alpha Charlie Alpha.
yeah. That wasn't the intention. Don't worry, we'll be fine. Passengers, we will be fine. Yeah, I know. Excessive G-force. That wasn't me, that was the autopilot. Crappy autopilot. That needs fixed by Microsoft shortly. But we will get out of the turbulence zone, hopefully, as we keep climbing. I am keeping an eye on the speed and trying to maintain a good climbing speed there. And hopefully this will take us out of the turbulence zone shortly. Bumpy ride today, guys. So what I will do is I will just pass 10,000 to show you guys what's happening with self-loading cargo, and I can even put the control over here for you guys to see. The passengers are 51% satisfied.
Charlie Alpha contact Seattle Center on 125.1.
They are getting close to 10,000 now.
125.1 Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha. Seattle Center Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha is at 9,000 feet,
Christ.
climbing 11,000 feet.
10,000 incoming.
10 Alpha Charlie Alpha Seattle Center. Continue to Sierra Echo Alpha as planned. UNH 29.68.
Okay, 10,000. Let's just make a turbulence announcement. And keep it like this. We passed 10,000, so we can turn off the seatbelt signs, but I'm not going to do it because we have turbulence right now.
Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, once again, just to let you know we're expecting a small amount of turbulence up ahead, and as such I've turned on the seatbelt sign. For your safety, please remain seated for a few moments until the lights turn back off. Thank you.
It's the captain, you heard about it. Now we can start the movie to make the passengers a little bit happy. And
Gentlemen, we are about to start in-flight movie. If you'd like to watch, please plug in your headphones and select channel 3 from your armrest remote. Thank you and enjoy the film.
we can start serving the food.
Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, once again, I want to let you know we look like we're about to encounter some rough weather up ahead, so I've turned on the seatbelt signs. We'll do our best to keep any disturbances to a minimum, but for your safety, please make sure you remain seated with your belts fastened for the next 10 minutes or so, or until I turn the lights back
Seattle
off. Thank
Center
you.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha. Request 1,000 feet. Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha request denied.
I didn't mean to do that. I want to increase the cruising altitude, not decrease it.
Seattle Center Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha. Request flight level 210.
Come on.
1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha climb and maintain flight level 210.
Vertical speed and just climb slowly this time.
Climb and maintain flight level 210 Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha.
And let's ask for 31,000, no, 27, so 6,000 more. That will be our cruising altitude.
Seattle Center Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha. Request flight level 270. Air Canada 1350
Okay.
Charlie Alpha climb and maintain flight level 210. Expect flight
That is good. Let's turn and start the food service for our passengers.
Climb and maintain flight level 210. Expect flight level 270 Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha.
Down position and clear any items from the app.
So the turbulence is still happening. I'm not sure why. I had so many problems with live weather, so that might be it. And I'm not using live weather right now. I am using an mod that's called Unreal Weather. What it does is it's injecting the METAR into the simulator. I will put the link into the description if you guys want to read about the mod and use it for yourself. This is a pretty accurate weather injection for free. I know there is another one that is about $20, I believe, but this is coming for free, so give or take. So hopefully we will get out of this turbulence at the flight level or the cruise level, and potentially make the passengers a little bit happy. I was about to say customers, but that's not completely wrong. They are also our customers, so virtual customers in a virtual flight. There we go. We cleared the cloud level. Let's see. Yep. A little bit icing there. That is the cabin. As I said, guys, if you want to learn how you can get these views, just let me know in the comments, and I can show you how you can set these views like X-Plane. If you ever experienced with or played X-Plane, the camera views are single click buttons that you can move around. So the passengers are getting happier. I will remove that from the screen for now. And we passed 18,000, so let's adjust the altimeter to standard. There we go. So now what I will do is I will keep recording, but I probably will speed up this part of the video while we are cruising and slow it down again when we are descending, and we will take a look at the descent when we get there. Let's see. Okay. That is our cruise clearance. Let's go and set the altitude for 31,000. And that is our cruising altitude, and we should be good from here on until we are ready to descend. Beautiful above the clouds. Under the clouds it's nasty, we know that. But the turbulence looks like is gone. Maybe we can turn off the passenger seatbelt signs and relieve the passengers just a tiny bit. So let's jump into the cockpit and see how the turbulence is looking like. We can serve some alcoholic drinks. There we go.
seatbelt sign, since you are free to use without the cabin. Ladies and gentlemen, you may now use your electronic device. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha, Charlie Alpha, you are 1,200 feet above your
Ladies
assigned
and gentlemen from
altitude.
the cockpit once again, just to let you know we're expecting a small amount of turbulence overhead, and as such I've turned on the seatbelt sign. For your safety, please remain seated for a few moments until the lights turn back on. Thank you.
Maintain flight level 270 Air Canada 1350 Alpha, Charlie Alpha.
I set the wrong cruising altitude. What a bad pilot. But anyway, so I'm going to check the map to see where is our top of descent, which is still pretty far away. So I will leave you guys with the outside view of the plane and speed this part up and bring you guys back when we are at the top of descent. I just checked the chart quickly. I think this video is going to be longer than my usual ones. It will probably be more than 30 minutes. I need to announce turbulence to my passengers.
Delta 1085, contact Seattle Center on 126.6. Delta 1085.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit once again, just to let you know we're expecting a small amount of turbulence up ahead, and as such I've turned on the seatbelt sign. For your safety, please remain seated for a few moments until the lights turn back off. Thank you.
So now the VNAV should take us down, but I don't know if it will. We are preparing to pass crater. If it does not, we will use the VSP vertical speed again. It looks like ATC is not doing anything as well. Yeah, I know, it's turbulence, guys. I'm sorry.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha, contact Portland approach on 124.35.
Going to 124.35 Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha. Portland approach Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha 12,000 feet.
Yeah.
1350 Alpha, Charlie Alpha Portland approach. Continue to Buxom as planned. QNH 29.75.
We started to pick the ILS signal, but I'm not sure why they are not clearing us further. They should have.
Gentlemen from the cockpit once again, I want to let you know we look like we're about to encounter some rough weather up ahead, so I've turned on the seatbelt signs. We'll do our best to keep any disturbances to a minimum, but for your safety, please make sure you remain seated with your belts fastened for the next 10 minutes or so, or until I turn the lights back off. Thank you.
Going to 124.2 Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha. Seattle Center Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha 12,000 feet.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha, Seattle Center, continue to Buxom as planned. QNH 29.75.
You need to give me descent clearance, man. We'll see how that goes, guys. Yeah, there is a clear restriction that we didn't follow because of the ATC. So they are not clearing us further. So if you take a look at the chart I will bring up here in a second. You see that 9,000, 700,000, we should have passed between that altitudes and we did not, so it's worrying me just a little bit. I'm going to cancel this and descend us down.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha would like to change destination to Portland.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha is cleared to Portland Airport as filed. Squawk 6414.
What are you doing? I'm not...
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha cleared to Portland Airport as filed. 6414.
In-game ATC is still like crap, so Just FYI, guys.
Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha read back correct. Radar contact 11,500 feet. QMH29.77 continue to Vita turning and following heading 205 proceed on course descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
Yeah, you guys are.
Continue to Vita turning and following heading 205 resume on navigation descent and maintain 10,000 feet Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha.
Now they are giving us clearances. See?
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha.
Okay.
1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha contact Portland approach on 124.35.
Landing lights are on below 10,000. We need to speed this descent just a little bit more.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha. Portland approach Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha is out of 9,100 feet for 5,000 feet.
Yep. Let's go back, guys.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha Portland approach. Continue to do as planned. QNH 29.7.
Okay, looks like we managed to descend. Actually, we will be able to descend to our desired altitude, hopefully, shortly. And we need to be at 10,000, 4,000 feet.
Charlie Alpha, you are 13 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 7,100 feet. Expect ILS runway 10 left approach via Buxom transition. Clear to Buxom.
Oh my gosh.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha, Charlie Alpha descend and maintain 2,300 feet.
Yeah. I'm going to cancel this IFR clear flight with the ATC.
Descend and maintain 2,300 feet. Expect ILS runway 10 left approach via Buxom transition. Cleared to Buxom Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha.
Cancel IFR, please.
Portland approach Air Canada 1350 Alpha Charlie Alpha. Cancel IFR at this time.
Air Canada 1350 Alpha, Charlie Alpha IFR flight plan is cancelled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
Okay, goodbye. We will tune out of that frequency and we will not worry about ATC. I'm not sure why vertical navigation or navigation mode is gone. That's interesting. LNAV looks like it's not working, so I'm switching to heading mode. And we need to descend to 4,000. Let's do that first. Because it's capo, I will put the approach plate in there here in a second. Our approach plate says we enter at 4,000 capo and then 3,100 at Hearn, 2,000 at poles, and that's where we should expect to capture the glide slope. So our initial approach fix is capo, which we are traveling towards right now. Unfortunately without vertical lateral navigation for some reason. But it's okay. We will speed just a tiny bit and we will manage it by using the heading select mode. So be it. We will do it. So let me flip you guys back to the normal view. and we will continue using this view. And just switch to the map here, and there we go. Okay, normal view for you guys, and I need to keep an eye on the heading and turn us slowly towards there just a tiny bit, and then to the left side, and we are just a little bit closer. Oh guys, we might have to take control here. Extend them to speed brakes, slow us down, get rid of the autopilot, because looks like we missed the glide slope. And we will descend manually to pitch the aircraft for descent until we get back on the track. Yep. Drop one level of flaps. Pitch again and trim the aircraft for descent. Not that much, that is too much, just a tiny bit. Yeah, there we go. Follow this, correct ourselves, the flaps are out, so we are coming low. We should, let's see here, landing gear is coming down. What is going on, passengers? Don't worry. Okay, don't worry. I got this, don't worry. Oh man, passengers are like super duper nervous. Developer needs to fix this part of the add-on. Hey. Easy, passengers. We got this. You're yelling for nothing. Okay? See, we are coming nicely. Don't worry about anything. There's an aircraft waiting for us to land, as you see there. Okay, looks good now. What's happening? Okay, get down, get down, get down. Cut the throttle. Come on, passengers. Yeah, I know, a little bit floaty landing. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, you may have noticed we aborted our takeoff run, and I'd like to apologise for the short delay while we investigate the problem. If you could stay seated and secured, we should be able to try departing again in a few moments. Thank you.
What are you saying, Captain? We came to... Okay, now the passengers are leaving the aircraft, and what we can do is, so they are unloading the cargo. Let me switch to the other view. We can take a look at the landing report. Oh, not that one, this one. So the passengers are leaving, and as you see, Air Canada, this is the landing report, 78 minus 78 feet per minute. That's a pretty good landing actually, and we landed there. So far so good, guys. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for watching the video, and I will hope to meet you guys in another one shortly. It's very bad weather here at Portland, and I am also interested in live streaming, so let me know if you want to see live stream and, you know, talk to me or chat with me during the flight. So I'm planning and thinking about it as well. As I said, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.